years ago. I was in the army then. It was like a miluim. It's not regular. I was already married. I have 2 children, and I was in the army. And suddenly, our commander came and says, there is one terrorist that he is very, very dangerous, and we tried to catch him for a long time. And each time that we almost catch him, he disappears and he ran away. And now we have information that he came in some house in this village, that we were close to this village, and we want to capture him. The problem is that he's we have to surround this house. The problem is that he's very dangerous, and if we'll go into his home, this door, he can shoot. And it's darkness, and it was at night, it's dark, and we don't know where he is there. So we don't know how to. It's one problem. Another problem is that that we need him alive, because he knows a lot of things, and we don't want just to kill him. We want to know what he knows. So that's why we need some volunteer that he's willing to be first, that get into this door. And this is the most dangerous role, because you the first that get his bullet, and then when he shoot on you, other soldiers, they know where he is, then they can capture him. But the first would get in. This is the most dangerous thing. So we need somebody that he will be willing to volunteer to be first. Is here somebody that ready to do that? They ask us then. And it took me about 5 seconds, and I raise my hand. I say, yes, I'm going to do that. And it was good. It finished good. You see me. So. Today, it was 40 years ago. No, 30 years ago.
Okay.
And so I want to share with you what I thought in those 5 seconds before I raise my hand. And so all this lesson, it will be just 5 seconds. But I'll tell you what I thought about. And we'll start from Midrash, that it's written in Gemara, in Talmud, in Masechet Sanhedrin, Daf 38, that it's written there that HaKadosh Baruch Hu, before he create man, he asked advice of angels. Should I create a man? And angels ask him, this man, what his essence, what he is, what it is. And Hashem says, those kind of deeds he will do. And they say, no, don't create him. And Hashem destroyed them, those angels, and he created a man. Now, I think this is the whole history of human beings in this small story, like because all our history it's like a continuation of this discussion, of this argument between Kadosh Baruch Hu and angels. They say, don't create this man. And Hashem say, yes, I will create him. So why? What, and also, another question, what Hashem told them about his deeds that they say, no, don't create them? I think he told to angels, he showed them this man in Auschwitz and also Moshe Rabbeinu. He showed him this, what happened now with Arabs, what they did in Kibbutz Be'eri, and he showed them how people save lives, other people. So in general, when you look at a man, a human being, all history, is he good or bad? You should create him or not. What the meaning, what essence of a man? Who is it? There are three possibilities of a man. One possibility is of Esav, another Ishmael, another it's Yaakov. There are three ways how human beings can exist in this world. One way is Esav. Esav, it's Western culture. When you see it, when you look at Western culture, you can see that what will be the end of this culture. If you continue, if you think, okay, we have everything will be wonderful. We have a lot of computers. They will bring food. Everything will be wonderful. So, how man will look like in the end of history? I think in the end of the history, men will be transgender. Because Western culture wants to destroy a family as it is. It's very egoistic. It's very private. Everything you. The main thing in Western culture, it's your joy, that you will enjoy. This is the goal. And joy, you don't know really. You are man, you are woman. You want to try all kind of ways. Of course, you don't have family, because family is something that limited you. You cannot do this, you can do that. Now you are free. You can use drugs all the time and watch films in Netflix or all kind of things. This is the ultimate man in the end. And about this kind of man, angel said, don't create it. There is another way of Ishmael, Islamic way. I think when you take logically what Islam says, it's something that like Daesh. Daesh, they are not Daesh. Daesh is in English it's ISIS. ISIS, they represent idea of Islam. That you cut heads to your enemies, and you demand the woman to go with hijab, and they kill each other all the time. There is third way of Yaakov. Yaakov says that people will love each other. You have to love your neighbor. You have to help to each other. You have to be moral and straight, and to love everybody, every man in the world, not only Jews. And you have to love ger, and all those rules. This is the way how people will live. Judaism said third way. The problem is that in this way of Yaakov, he doesn't want to be active. He wants to be spiritual person. He wants to sit and learn Torah. Ish tam yoshev ohalim. It means that he is innocent and complete person, then sit and learn, and he work in spiritual world. That is what's important to him, spiritual world. And that's why in all our history, our leaders, they don't want to be leaders. They don't want to conduct, not the Jewish nation, not the history, nothing. They don't want to do that. You can see good examples with Moshe Rabbeinu. Hashem tell him, go and save Jews in Egypt. He says, Mi anochi she'elech ledaber im Paro. Who am I? I don't want to go. I don't know how to talk. I don't know that. He doesn't want to be leader. Shaul HaMelech, he nichba lekelim. He doesn't want to be leader. David HaMelech, they have to convince him when he was in Hebron that he'll go to Jerusalem, that he will be king of all Israel. He doesn't want. David HaKatan, they say. And there are a lot of examples, like our leaders, they don't want to conduct. Even Sanhedrin Agdola, that our Sanhedrin, that that they have to rule all the world, the Jewish nation, the state. It was time that people make a lot of crimes, and they understand that they have to sue them and to kill them because they were murders. So Sanhedrin Agdola, they left their Lishkat HaGazit, the place that they can give their verdicts to kill someone. And in order to stop this verdict, to conduct in this way, they shouldn't kill those people, they went to another place in order not to kill them. And why? Why Yaakov Avinu doesn't want to be part of history, doesn't want to be to conduct the world? In order to explain that, I'll give you example and you understand. It's very not so simple to be leader. An example from a war, Second World War, that Germans, they had some the way how they how is it in English? They can talk and somebody else doesn't know what they're talking about.
Double speak.
Uh-huh.
You kind of like double speak. You say one thing, but somebody hears something else, or a dog whistling.
It's like a
Hashayut.
Chisayut. No. I mean, they write something, and the enemies they cannot. They can.
ככתב סתרים. כמו כתב סתרים? שכותבים אז לא
רואים.
Code, exactly, code. They has very special code. That this code was, it was so special that nobody could understand this code. So they called this code, even name they had, Enigma. It was Enigma code, and nobody can understand. And in England, they find some genius and the crazy scientists and mathematician that he know how to find. He understand this code, and he opened this code. And when they opened, they've heard, they understood that Germans write to another German, that they write him that in 3 days they plan to bomb England and town that calls Coventry. And they'll send 50 airplanes, and they will bomb this Coventry. Okay, so what you can do in this situation, of course, you have to take your population from Coventry, take them out, and to put their something that will shoot on those airplanes, that you bring your airplanes there, you wait for them, and then they'll come, you will kill those, you will destroy those airplanes. But the problem was, and they what general said to Churchill what to do. And Churchill said, no. If that's what we'll do, Germans will understand that we opened their code. And they will change their code. And I'm not sure that we'll be able to to understand their code. So what will happen? All war, they can do all kind of things, and and in this situation they will win in this war. So what we have to do is to let them to kill our people in England, in Coventry. Keep it in secret. Don't tell them. Just prepare a lot of doctors and hospitals, and then they will treat wounded people and and that's it. And that's what happened. Those planes bombed Coventry, and thousands of people were killed, and he didn't stop Germans. You understand that if in this Coventry there'll be his family or his children, that will, for the leader of any country, of any society, leader, he have to take decisions, very, very difficult decisions. You have to be able to sacrifice thousands of people. And that's what Yaakov Avinu didn't want to do. He didn't want to conduct the world, conduct history, other people. And that's what Rav Kook says in a book that calls Orot, in Orot HaMilchama, in 3rd chapter. He says like this: עזבנו את פוליטיקה העולמית מהאונס שהיה בו רצון. We left the world politics that they force us to leave this to this politics, but we wanted that. It was our inner desire not to be a state and to be people that lives in all kind of places in the world, went to exile, to be in diaspora, and we shouldn't have our own state. Why? Because your state will have to make war, and in war, people killed each other. And we didn't want, our nation didn't want to be state and to make wars and to kill other people. And that's why we went to exile. We prefer that they will kill us and they will make pogroms and all that, not to fight, not to make a war with other people. But the problem is that in this situation, the world will destroy us and themselves. And all people, all human beings, they really suffered, really. If you think general, all the world, people suffer. And they make a Holocaust. And that's why we understand that we have no choice. We have to establish our state. And we decided to come here to Israel and to establish our state. And that was a reaction to what Esav did to us in Shoah. And if you remember in Torah written that the first who calls us Israel, our name was Yaakov. But we changed to Israel. It was angel of Esav. He called us. The first time in Torah, when it appears name Israel, it comes by angel of Esav. What does it mean? What's the difference between Israel and Yaakov? Israel, it was somebody that can protect himself, someone that can conduct his country, the world, everything. And Yaakov, he wants to be a spiritual person. Ish tam, yoshev oalim. And in this situation, it was the same. We established Jewish state because of Esav, or because of Nazis, Holocaust. And then we didn't have another choice. It's written that Yaakov, he wear the Bigdei Esav. He wear clothing of Esav. You remember in Torah, it's described how before Yaakov came to talk to Yitzchak, he wear a clothing of Esav. Yes. Okay, and that means in different dimension, means that they established Jewish state, Medinat Israel. Okay, but now, when there is already Medinat Israel, what's the goal of Medinat Israel? What's our dream? What will be in the end? You probably know without me that what they teach us and they would say to us, the goal of Medinat Israel, it's a peace. What does it mean, peace? In their interpretation, it's a silent, quiet, everything is good. Like you have a lot of prosperity, you have enough food, you are rich, you have everything good. There is expression in Hebrew, "Tichye v'ten lichiot." You should live and live. Let to other people live also. Like, what the ideal of Midat Israel? Ideal, it's something that everybody will be satisfied and quiet. And that's why they teach us that the war is something bad. Everybody knows war is bad. So we try all the time to stop wars and to start to live good life. And that is mistake. Because a mistake that you dream about quiet, about something stable, static. And we didn't come to this world to enjoy. We come to this world to fix this world, to change something, to do something good. And good, impossible to do good without struggle with bad. There is something bad in this world, and you have to fix this world. And if your dream is quiet, that everything will be state, so you not fight, you not with something bad, and that is a very, very big mistake of all human beings, and especially in Medinas Israel, because goodness must be proactive. Goodness is not something something opposite of active, how we can say, passive. Good is not passive. And in this situation, if we are passive, if we don't fight with bad, with evil, so all the world will be against of us. And that's what I want to tell you. This expression, "Tichye v'ten lichiot," just live and live to other people, it's immoral expression. Think about, it's immoral to say, I don't interrupt in your life, you don't interrupt in my life. Everybody is his own individual life. No. It's immoral. Real goodness have to help, have to be active, have to save someone, have to be against of evil. Not just, it's your problem. You have problem with your neighbor, it's your problem. Why should I interrupt in your life? Just don't disturb me to live in my happiness. And I won't disturb you. And you have your problem, it's your problem. This is approach of modern world. And that is the dream of secular Judaism today in Israel. And that's why HaKadosh Baruch Hu don't let us to be swallowed in this terrible, how say, bitza, pool? Bitza. When people, quicksand. Pool, you say in English, no? No? Yeah. in order to explain you, like to maybe to demonstrate it, not to explain, to show that what I'm looking for, just a moment. No. Okay. In order to explain you this situation, I want to share with you some movie that Russian old movie that I saw about 30 years ago. It was a movie about a war, Second World War, and that story about some family. The Germans came to this to some village, and they capture all people in this village, and they put all of them in some one house, about 100 and something people, and they burn them. And one young boy, about 15 years old, he jumped from this burning house, and he ran away. And all his family, all people, they were burned in this house. So he decided to fight with them and to pay back, and he became partisan. He found like a gun. He started to shoot on them, and all about that old film. In the end of the film, and the whole film it's like a realistic, regular film. In the end of the film, this boy were in some place, and he suddenly saw they fight with Germans, and he suddenly saw in the ground it was a picture of Hitler, and he looked at this picture. It's like a portrait of Hitler, big portrait. He looked at him and he thought, because of this man, everything that happened, all those story, all this terrible thing, all my family, everything is because of this man. So he took his gun and he shoot in this picture. And suddenly, in this film, everything became like back, like a time go back. And Hitler became younger than he was in this picture. So he shoot him again, and he became younger again. Younger, he now already about 25 years old, something like this. He shoot him. Now his youth, about 15 years old. He shoot again, and his child, about 6 years old. And he shoot again, and he became child, like a tinok. How say tinok? Baby. And he understand that if he'll now kill baby, everything that happened, all Holocaust won't be, because he bring time back. And he stay, look at him, and he decided not to shoot on baby. And after they say in this film that this is the difference between Russians and Germans. Russian soldier doesn't kill baby. Only Nazis kill baby. And we don't kill baby. And I said that it's very, very bad moral, bad idea.
In other words, the baby should be killed.
It's, of course, baby should be killed. It's poison message. Of course you have to kill baby, because I don't care who is bring me evil in this world. Who is dangerous? Old man, young man, with gun, without gun, old woman or baby, if he do something bad, I have to stop this bad. And this is the way how to stop, prevent evil. I don't care who is it. Not because he's baby or not. It's like a woman that she now cannot give birth because she has a how's it in English before baby? It's ubar. Ubar in English. It's before before he's born. It's in the stomach of mother.
Egg. Egg.
8
Egg?
Egg. Ovary.
ubar.
Ovary.
Over. Now, because this almost baby, over, you say?
Ovary,
Ovary.
Or egg.
Egg.
Yeah, egg.
8.
Egg. Like pizza.
Pizza.
Egg. Egg. Okay. But it's already more than egg. It's already child, but it didn't was born yet. It's already
Embryo.
embryon. Exactly. That's what I forget this word. Embryon. Now he's embryon. Is embryon guilty that he endangers his mother? She cannot give birth. She is now screaming that you cannot make a Caesar's surgery. So what you should do? She will die, or embryon will die. One of them. Who should die? Of course, embryon have to be die. Why? Not because he is bad or he is guilty. Because he killed his mother. He's killing, he is dangerous, his mother. And that's why we will take this embryon part by part out. They will cut him with all sorrow with that. And if you know that this child is Hitler, how dare you not to kill him? Because by your morality, because your mercy, you allowed to 70 million people to to kill 70 million people, and it's just to die. And how many people were sorry, suffering, all this history. Why? Because you have your principle. We Russian soldiers don't kill babies. And that what Judaism teach us. Judaism teach us that it's impossible to be good without fighting with evil. It's impossible. In order to be moral, you must to fight with evil. That's why so it means that the war is something very, very good. War is not bad. War is good. It depends war for what? For which purpose? And if your purpose is to save the world, well, war is good. And that's why Rav Kook says, when there is big war in the world, we can feel already that Mashiach became closer and closer. And that's why HaKadosh Baruch Hu, his name, the God of war, Baal Milchamot, Zorea Tzedakot, Mivi Yishuot. He bring us, he save us by war. And one of the Shem's name, he is like a commander or commander of soldiers. Hashem Tzvakot. Tzvakot, the army. He's Bal Milchamot, Shem Tzvakot. And in those days, now in our time, Israel, Am Israel, Medinat Israel, now wear clothes of Esav in order to understand that Adam is good. We start our conversation, this our lesson, with an argument between angels and HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Angels said, don't create man. And the HaKadosh Baruch Hu said, no, I want to create him. So who this man, after all wars, what will be in the end? What kind of man it is? This man that know how to protect goodness and holiness. And that's why it's written that this clothes of Esav, it was where he took this clothes. He took this clothes from Nimrod. And Nimrod it took from Noach. And Noach took this clothes from Adam Arishon. It means that Yaakov now wear clothes of a man. All human beings became be good. What does mean good? Fighting with evil. And that's how we, men, we prove that Hashem was right when he says that he want to create man. By our morality, our holiness, our sanctity, our goodness, we say Hashem matzdikim et HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Matzdikim, we became be tzadikim. This is the idea of righteousness, that Hashem was right when he decided to create man. And then I raise my hand and I say, yes, I'm going to fight with this terrorist. And all what I thought about, it was 5 seconds. So you've heard this 5 seconds.